Good evening and welcome to NoorNews. Tonight, we lead with the GCC's strong condemnation of drone attacks targeting Saudi Arabia, and we examine the growing regional tensions as the conflict in Ukraine intersects with the ongoing war involving Iran. Let's begin with the latest on these developing security concerns. The Secretary-General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Jasem Mohammed al-Badawi, has issued a formal condemnation regarding recent drone attacks targeting the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. According to the Qatar news agency, QNA, the drones were launched from Iraqi territory, marking a significant security incident in the region. In his statement, al-Badawi denounced these actions, characterizing the drone strikes as a dangerous escalation that undermines regional stability. He emphasized that the launch of these unmanned aerial vehicles constitutes a flagrant violation of international law and poses a direct threat to the sovereignty and security of the kingdom. The GCC Secretary-General called for immediate restraint and underscored the necessity of upholding international norms to prevent further destabilization. This incident follows ongoing regional efforts to maintain security protocols and diplomatic channels between neighboring states. As of now, authorities are continuing to monitor the situation, while the GCC remains firm in its stance that such hostile acts are unacceptable and counterproductive to the broader goals of regional peace and cooperation. The Council has reiterated its commitment to supporting Saudi Arabia in all measures taken to protect its borders and ensure the safety of its citizens and infrastructure against any external threats. Saudi Arabia is bracing for a hotter-than-normal August as the kingdom enters the final month of the summer season. According to the Saudi Gazette, the National Center for Meteorology has issued a forecast indicating that temperatures will remain consistently above seasonal averages across most regions of the country. NCM spokesperson Hussein Al-Qahtani confirmed that these elevated thermal conditions are expected to persist throughout the month. In addition to the heat, the center reports that rainfall levels are projected to be below average in several areas, including Jazan, Al-Baha, and parts of Tabuk, Medina, Makkah, Asir, Najran, and the eastern province. While other regions are expected to see rainfall near seasonal norms, the overall climate outlook remains dry. Furthermore, meteorologists anticipate that wind speeds will exceed normal levels across much of the kingdom. This increase in wind activity is expected to stir up dust and sand in exposed areas, potentially impacting visibility and air quality. In light of these conditions, the National Center for Meteorology has urged the public to remain vigilant, monitor official weather advisories closely, and adhere to safety guidance regarding heat exposure and environmental hazards. Authorities continue to monitor the situation to provide updated reports as the month progresses. Saudi Arabia has officially launched a new digital service for individuals embracing Islam, streamlining the registration process through the Ministry of Islamic Affairs, Dawah and Guidance. According to the Saudi Gazette, the initiative was unveiled on Sunday by Minister Sheikh Dr. Abdul Latif Al-Sheikh as part of the kingdom's broader strategy to expand its digital government infrastructure. The service fully automates the application process, allowing new Muslims to submit requests and receive approval entirely through electronic channels. Once approved, the digital card is automatically integrated with the National Tawakkalna application, facilitating immediate access and verification through the Saudi Data and Artificial Intelligence Authority, or SDAIA. Beyond user convenience, the ministry stated that the project is designed to enhance data accuracy, providing officials with precise statistics to support future planning and decision-making. Each digital card features a unique QR code, which allows relevant authorities to instantly verify the document's authenticity and confirm its official issuance by the ministry. This transition to a digital-first model marks a significant shift from previous manual procedures, ensuring that the certification process is both secure and efficient for applicants across the country. The ministry expects this integration to serve as a cornerstone for its ongoing digital transformation efforts. The General Secretariat of the Arab League has issued a formal condemnation following a raid by Israeli occupation forces on a United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, UNRWA, training facility. According to reports from Al Jazeera, the incident occurred at the Kalandia training center, marking a significant escalation in the ongoing tensions surrounding UN-affiliated sites in the region. The Arab League described the storming of the facility as a violation of international norms and an affront to the humanitarian mission of the agency. UNRWA has long served as a critical provider of education and vocational training for Palestinian refugees, and the breach of its premises has drawn sharp criticism from regional bodies. This development comes amidst a broader climate of instability, with international observers expressing growing concern over the safety and operational integrity of United Nations installations. While the Israeli military has not provided a detailed justification for the specific incursion into the Kalandia site, the Arab League has called for an immediate cessation of such actions, emphasizing that the protection of UN facilities is essential for the delivery of vital services to the refugee population. Diplomatic efforts are currently underway to address the implications of this breach on future humanitarian access. Wildfires across Europe are intensifying, with a massive blaze near Bordeaux consuming more than 162 square miles of land in under 4 days. According to the BBC, the scale of the destruction is unprecedented for this stage of the season, as emergency services struggle to contain the rapidly spreading flames. The situation is mirrored in Spain, where the Madrid region is currently experiencing its most severe fire activity on record. Authorities are deploying significant aerial and ground resources to combat the infernos, which have been exacerbated by prolonged heat waves and dry conditions across the continent. Satellite mapping data illustrates the vast reach of the fires, highlighting the immense pressure on local firefighting infrastructure as they attempt to establish containment lines. While international teams are coordinating efforts to protect residential areas and critical infrastructure, officials warn that the combination of high temperatures and strong winds continues to complicate suppression operations. The environmental impact remains a primary concern for regional governments, as thousands of residents have been forced to evacuate their homes. As the situation evolves, meteorological agencies are monitoring weather patterns closely to determine whether the current fire risk will persist throughout the coming week, as climate experts continue to analyze the underlying factors driving these extreme events. Ukraine has officially dismissed recent Iranian threats regarding a maritime strike in the Caspian Sea, as international observers note a direct tactical link between the conflict in Ukraine and regional tensions in the Middle East. According to the BBC, the incident involving the vessel has prompted a sharp response from Tehran, with the Iranian foreign minister stating that the assault cannot go unanswered. While Iranian officials have framed the strike as a provocation requiring a decisive response, Ukrainian authorities have rejected these claims, characterizing them as an attempt to deflect from broader geopolitical pressures. Analysts suggest that the intersection of these two theaters of conflict marks a significant escalation in how regional powers are projecting influence across maritime borders. The BBC reports that while the specific details of the vessel's cargo and mission remain under investigation, the rhetoric surrounding the strike highlights a growing alignment between disparate global conflicts. As diplomatic channels remain strained, the international community is closely monitoring the Caspian region for any signs of direct military retaliation. Both sides continue to trade accusations, though no concrete evidence has yet been presented to substantiate the claims of a coordinated cross-theater strategy. More than 600 United States military service members have sustained injuries since the outbreak of the Iran war in February. According to reports from the BBC, this latest figure reflects a significant rise in casualties, encompassing both those sustained during Operation Fury and a newly established reporting category designated as overseas operations. The data highlights the expanding scope of the conflict, as the Pentagon continues to adjust its classification of combat-related incidents occurring across the region. While military officials have not provided a detailed breakdown of the severity of these injuries, the inclusion of the overseas operations category suggests that the administration is accounting for a broader range of incidents beyond direct frontline engagements. Analysts note that this cumulative total underscores the ongoing physical toll of the current military campaign on American personnel deployed abroad. As the conflict enters its current phase, the Department of Defense is expected to release updated casualty figures on a monthly basis to maintain transparency regarding the impact of these operations. The BBC report indicates that these numbers remain subject to change as further assessments from field commanders are processed and verified by Central Command authorities in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us for this verified update on today's most critical global headlines. We look forward to seeing you again soon. NoorNews, verified before published.